looked perfect from the outside, but it was far from it. Growing up in a luxurious yet troubled home, she felt the sting of her parents' messy divorce at just 7 years old, which left her hiding her true feelings. With so many shocking details now coming to light, what secrets did Diana's son reveal about King Charles? Join us and dive deeper into these startling revelations. Even after years of Princess Diana's tragic death, beneath the royal facade, living in the palace wasn't easy for Diana. She had to adapt to the strict royal rules and deal with constant attention from the British press. Every move she made was watched, and her weaknesses were turned into headlines. Despite these challenges, she used her position to highlight important issues like AIDS awareness and the fight against landmines, earning her the nickname, the People's Princess. But her marriage continued to suffer. Both Diana and Charles were unfaithful, and their troubles became very public. Their separation was inevitable, and the world watched every moment. Even after her marriage ended, Diana remained a global icon. With her charm, compassion, and sense of style, she connected with ordinary people and cared deeply for those in need, winning the hearts of millions. However, tragedy struck in 1997 when Diana died in a car accident in Paris. The crash happened while paparazzi were chasing her, and instead of helping, some photographers took pictures of her final moments. This caused worldwide outrage and made people think about the harsh reality of media intrusion in her life. Even after her death, Diana's legacy lives on. Her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, continue her humanitarian work and often talk about how their mother's life and death affected them. Prince Harry has been especially vocal about how the royal family and the media treated Diana, showing that the struggle to protect her memory continues. Diana's story reminds us of the high price of fame and the complexities of royal life. Her life was a mix of public duties and personal struggles, showing her strength and vulnerability. As we remember her, we see not just a princess but a woman who tried to make a difference in a world that often ignored her pain. Her story is a poignant reminder of the human cost of fame and the complex dynamics within one of the world's most watched families. Her life was a blend of extraordinary public engagements and deeply personal battles, a testament to her strength and vulnerability. As we reflect on her life, we see not just a princess but a woman who strived to make a difference in a world that often seemed indifferent to her pain. Diana, often called Duchess by her family because of her graceful nature, was born on August 30, 1961, and baptized at St. Mary Magdalene Church in Sandringham. She was the third child and fourth born in her family, but her arrival was a bit overshadowed. Her parents were hoping for a boy to continue the family name, which put a lot of pressure on their marriage. This desire for a son led to many problems between her parents. Her mother, Frances Shand Kydd, even went to doctors in London to find out why she couldn't have a boy. Diana's younger brother, Charles, later said these efforts were very embarrassing and upsetting for their parents, possibly leading to their eventual divorce. Diana's early life was full of changes and challenges. When Diana was just 7, her parents' marriage fell apart, resulting in a highly publicized divorce. Her mother remarried Peter Shand Kydd in 1969. Initially, Diana lived with her mother in London after the separation in 1967, but during a family visit to her father's house for Christmas, her father decided she wouldn't go back to London with her mother. This led to a tough custody battle, which her father won with the help of his mother-in-law, Lady Fermor. There was more family drama when Diana's father married Reine, Countess Spencer. Diana and her stepmother had a difficult relationship full of tension and conflict, including a shocking moment when Diana pushed her stepmother down the stairs. Looking back, Diana described her childhood as very unhappy and unstable. The family situation changed again when her father became Earl Spencer in 1975, leading to a move to the Althorpe estate in Northamptonshire. Diana's education began at home with her governess, Gertrude Allen, before she moved to Silfield Private School in King's Lynn, Norfolk. These early years were filled with changes, new family members, moving homes, and the ups and downs of her family life. At 9, she attended Riddlesworth Hall School, an all-girls boarding school near Ford, and later joined her sisters at Westheath School in 1973. These years were not just about learning from books but also about handling family pressures and significant changes in her life, shaping who she would become. At Westheath Girls' School in Sevenoaks, Kent, Diana struggled with her studies, which many believed was due to the emotional challenges she faced during her childhood, such as her parents' divorce and their remarriages. Despite these difficulties, Diana excelled in community service, even receiving an award from her school for her dedication to helping others. Although she struggled academically, Diana was active in life, known for her kindness and community involvement. By the time she was 16 and left Westheath, her brother Charles often described her as quiet but very caring. Diana also had a talent for music, playing the piano beautifully, which later inspired a Broadway musical about her life. She attended a finishing school in Switzerland for a short time before Easter in 1978. Upon returning to London, she stayed at her mother's flat with school friends and took an advanced cooking course. Her work life was very varied. She taught dance to young people until a skiing accident sidelined her for 3 months. After recovering, she worked as a preschool assistant, cleaned for her sister Sarah, and worked part-time as a hostess at parties. Diana also babysat for the Robertson family and worked as a nursery teacher's assistant at the Young England School in Pimo. In July 1979, her mother bought her a flat at Kern Court for her 18th birthday, where she lived with 3 friends until February 1981. This time in her life was full of personal growth and preparation for a surprising future. Meeting Prince Charles was quite unusual for Diana. They first met in 1977 while Charles was dating her sister Sarah. No one could have predicted what was to come. Charles found her very cheerful, and after he and Sarah broke up in 1978, they remained friends. Diana was invited to Charles's 30th birthday party at Buckingham Palace in November 1978, and they met again at a shooting party hosted by Queen Elizabeth II in January 1979. By the summer of 1980, their relationship had grown significantly, setting the stage for a royal marriage that would capture the world's attention, marked by the births of their sons, ongoing public interest, and controversy. Charles and Diana first met at a friendly house party organized by Charles's friend Philip Deppas in the charming town of New Grove. In the lively atmosphere, Charles noticed Diana, who was reserved but thoughtful in her speech, making her stand out. Despite being 13 years older, Charles found himself intrigued by her. Their next memorable moment was at a casual get-together after a polo match, where guests enjoyed barbecued food while sitting on hay bales. Charles, feeling vulnerable, shared his sorrow over losing his great-uncle, Lord Mountbatten. Diana's gentle and understanding response touched him deeply, fostering a connection. Over time, their interactions grew more meaningful, and people began to wonder if Diana's kind words were making Charles fall in love. Wanting to get to know her better, Charles invited Diana to spend a summer holiday at Balmoral Castle with his friends. Diana happily accepted, and their bond grew stronger with each meeting. Their engagement became official with a press call on February 24, 1981. When asked about their feelings, Diana said, "Yes," while Charles's vague response, "whatever in love means," left many wondering about his true feelings. Despite these challenges and the shadows of past loves, their royal wedding proceeded on July 29, 1981, at St. Paul's Cathedral. The grand ceremony was attended by 2,650 guests in person and about 750 million viewers worldwide, marking a historic moment that felt like a fairy tale mixed with real human emotions. Prince Charles stood at the edge of marriage, torn by personal doubts. He felt a heavy sense of duty to the royal family, seeing himself more as a prince seeking a suitable wife than as a man looking for true love. Diana's charm did catch his eye, but his heart remained tied to his former girlfriend Camilla, and this unresolved love would later cause significant problems in his marriage. Many believed Charles chose Diana because she fit the image of the perfect royal wife, noble enough for the royal family. Family and able to bear children to continue the lineage. From the moment Diana entered the royal spotlight, especially during her globally watched wedding, she faced relentless public attention. The royal life, which seemed glamorous to outsiders, came with intrusive media scrutiny, growing even more intense when Diana chose to omit the word "obey" from her wedding vows. This bold move caused a media frenzy and marked her first act of defiance within the royal family. After the wedding, Diana's fairy tale illusion quickly faded. The heavy responsibilities of royal duties, combined with little emotional support from Charles, meant they spent very little time together, leaving Diana to navigate her new life mostly alone. Her struggles ran deep, and during her first pregnancy, she reached a point of despair, battling bulimia and even throwing herself down the stairs at Sandringham House. Though miraculously, the baby was unharmed, a glimmer of hope came with the birth of Prince William in 1982. Charles, present at the birth, was deeply moved, momentarily bringing him closer to Diana. However, the constant public and media pressure continued to burden Diana, especially during her postpartum period, which was marred by depression. In 1983, unable to bear leaving her infant son behind, Diana decided to bring 9-month-old William on a royal tour to Australia and New Zealand. This decision sparked mixed reactions, from sharp criticism to public admiration, showcasing her commitment to her role as a mother. The birth of their second son added more tension between Diana and Charles. The birth of Prince Harry in 1984 should have been another happy milestone, but Charles's obvious disappointment that Harry was not the girl he had hoped for added strain to their already fragile marriage. Diana had kept Harry's gender a secret, enjoying the brief closeness it brought them during the pregnancy. Yet, this connection was overshadowed by Charles's reaction to Harry's gender and red hair, complicating their relationship further and casting a shadow over what should have been a joyous occasion. Diana felt deeply betrayed and angry, starting her own quiet quest for revenge, a bitterness that stayed with her for years. Eventually, Prince William began sharing royal family secrets, causing a media storm and prompting questions about why Charles broke the royal rule of silence and why his sons pulled away from him. In the royal biography Endgame by Omid Scobie, Prince William reveals many of King Charles's secrets, detailing shocking aspects of his marriage to Diana and his leadership, hinting that William was the source. It appears William's desire to be king might have led him to disregard the royal family's rule of keeping things private. These revelations confirm long-held suspicions of shady dealings surrounding Princess Diana's tragic death and highlight parts of her life that were often overlooked. The leaks included sensitive information about Harry and King Charles himself. Over the years, many theories have spread about Diana's death, including claims that their driver was drunk. But Diana always felt the royal family was plotting against her, which exacerbated her distress during her rocky relationship with Charles. Diana believed he wanted her out of the way so he could be with his true love, Camilla. There was a persistent rumor that her death was not just an accident, particularly after Diana discovered a bracelet Charles planned to give Camilla just days before their wedding. Heartbroken, Diana contemplated cancelling the wedding but was convinced by her sisters that it was too late to back out. Their marriage, filled with unhappiness, led both Charles and Diana to seek comfort in others. By 1986, through the late 1980s and early 1990s, Charles continued his secret relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, who was also in an unhappy marriage. Despite the chaos in their lives, their affair reignited in a 1994 interview with his biographer Jonathan Dimbleby. Charles admitted Camilla was the infamous third person in his marriage, a role that Prince Harry bitterly remembered when Princess Diana did not join Prince Charles on their usual summer family trip. The news spread quickly, suggesting significant problems in the royal family. People often saw them looking unhappy together, heightening public curiosity about their marriage. Journalist Georgina Howell noted that Princess Diana, loved by the world, was not receiving much affection from her husband. The next year, tensions escalated when Princess Diana confronted Camilla about her affair with Prince Charles. Camilla did not deny it, underscoring the issues in their marriage. The public and media remained fixated, and news of their separation intensified interest in December 1992. Prime Minister John Major announced that Prince Charles and Princess Diana had decided to separate but would continue to focus on raising their children together. In 1994, Prince Charles gave a controversial interview where he admitted to his mistakes, provoking anger from Princess Diana and the royal family. Then in 1995, Princess Diana gave her own famous interview with Martin Bashir on a Panorama, where she openly discussed her unhappiness and mentioned that there were always three people in their marriage: herself, Charles, and Camilla. After their separation, Diana embarked on a new phase of her life. She found a friend in Hat Khan, a British Pakistani surgeon. During their separation, their relationship was secret at first but became public in 1996, adding more drama to the royal story. Although they were close, they couldn't decide on marriage and broke up in 1997. Amid all this, their divorce was finalized on August 28, 1996, after Queen Elizabeth II encouraged them to end it. Princess Diana, now divorced, continued her public life and charity work, remaining dedicated to various causes. Her last public appearance was at the English National Ballet, demonstrating her commitment to helping others even during tough personal times. Many people wished Princess Diana well, believing her divorce marked the end of a great story, but she viewed it differently, as the beginning of a new chapter. Despite receiving a substantial settlement from the divorce, she lost her royal title. However, Diana and Prince Charles seemed to get along better afterward, with him even visiting her on her 35th birthday. Everything changed on August 3, 1997, when Princess Diana died in a tragic car crash in Paris. After her death, Prince Charles and Diana's sisters quickly traveled to Paris to bring her body back. The nation mourned her passing, and she was given a royal funeral, though controversy arose when Prince Charles wore a navy suit instead of traditional black mourning attire. Diana's death left her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, without their mother, forcing them to deal with their grief publicly. Prince Philip supported them, encouraging them to walk in the funeral procession and helping them through this difficult time. Over the years, both sons have felt betrayed by their father and have remained loyal to their mother's memory, especially as they navigate their own lives within the royal family. The brothers' relationship became strained, especially after Prince Harry married Meghan Markle and stepped back from royal duties. Despite their differences, they share a painful memory: their mother's funeral on September 7, 1997, from Kensington Palace to Westminster Abbey. The young princes, then just 15 and 12, faced the world with heavy hearts, feeling deep resentment toward their father for the pain in their mother's life. Princess Diana left a powerful legacy of strength and kindness. Despite all the turmoil, she battled bulimia and sought treatment, facing her problems head-on. Diana also confronted Camilla Parker Bowles about her relationship with Charles, showing great courage. More than anything, Diana valued her connection with the public. She listened to people's stories and used her position to help them, earning her the name, People's Princess. Her dedication to helping others continues to inspire people around the world. Life for her wasn't just about royal duties; she cared deeply about helping AIDS patients by publicly shaking hands and hugging those with the disease. She fought against the widespread fear and misunderstanding. Her actions sent a powerful message that changed how people viewed the disease. At the same time, the royal family has faced many scandals over the years. Prince William has been open about these issues, especially those affecting his mother's life. He broke the royal tradition of staying silent on personal matters by discussing these topics. This honesty has sparked many different opinions and discussions about his mother's legacy and the ongoing problems in the royal family. What do you think about Prince William's actions and his mother's significant impact? Share your thoughts below. Smash the like and subscribe for more.